Hey guys, it's Dan with Coin Cerberus. We're back for another Bitcoin and altcoin analysis. This is after the bloodbath of what we've seen in the start of February and the end of January, where we just saw a sea of red for a large period of time. And obviously, I'm new to the crypto world. I've only been in it a couple of months. Obviously, I'm not as used to it. That's the biggest problem I have with the crypto world, is that I have to learn a lot faster than in the other areas that I've been in before, like digital marketing, website design, and creating music as well with hip hop beats, all that, and blogging, etc. I can, well, not truly consider myself an expert. I have a good grasp of knowledge in those fields, whereas in the crypto world, uh, I have to find information, or I have to learn the hard way. I heard a lot of crypto enthusiasts on blogs and YouTube talking about taking profits, uh, going up while we were doing the December run, the bull run, the really good bull run that we had. A lot of people were saying take your profits now while you get the chance, and I just kind of held my position. I kind of wanted to be at that position in my crypto portfolio with what I could afford to set up at that time. But I understand now from learning that mistake that if I had listened to that advice and taken a lot more profits, let's say if I invested in a coin and put like $200 into a coin and it went up to $600, maybe I should have taken out 400 of that and taken the profits, and maybe I could have invested in other coins, or I could have taken the profits and basically that initial 200 would have been free, what I've made from my stake in the crypto world. And I understand the idea of taking profits. Now, you don't have to take the whole plane or the whole part of your portfolio, but I understand it. And I think I needed to be burned by what we've got in this crypto market to understand it for the future. Now, I want to just kind of point out the article that I'm on at the minute. I've just been kind of studying a lot now in the last couple of days. Instead of going out to find the next top 5 crypto coins to buy, I'm kind of just kind of looking at the market and just kind of studying and just reading information. And that's, the more informed you are, the more you're going to be better at investing in cryptocurrencies. That's what I hope I am anyway. And I can see myself learning from my mistakes, and I can see myself being a little bit more careful in what I actually want to invest in the future. You can see this one on Cointelegraph anyway. It's just basically outlining, yes, we're back in the green. I'm just going to live coin watch, and you can see, well, in the last hour it's gone down a bit into the red. But if I have to be honest, it's good to see it back up Bitcoin, because everything will follow Bitcoin. Even Ethereum will follow Bitcoin. It's kind of weird, because I noticed that when Bitcoin dropped on 2nd of February, that was my birthday, and I was like, I thought I was a bit smart, and I thought I thought I caught the floor of the Bitcoin ceiling, or when it ended at the bottom. 1 second, I'll just see if we can find 2nd of February. Second, I think it was Friday, it was the 2nd of February. This was the dip, and I thought I got it down to the last, and it didn't. It wasn't the actual last, because I thought at this point, I'm like, nice one. I finally can do. I finally waited and waited and waited, because I saw it going down and down and down, and I said, I think I can pick up some and I invested a little bit of money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I bought some other coins as well. But it was mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum that I really invested in, and I thought like that was a good investment because it went back up, and I kind of stayed steady most of Saturday and kind of rolled through to Sunday, and then Sunday it just collapsed again, and I kind of was like, oh, I was kind of a bit taken back because I thought I had read the signs a bit better, kind of was kind of following a lot of stuff online as well and different sources of information, but it just plummeted back down. And this time I just held back. I said I'm not investing anymore. Did take up a little bit of Litecoin because I did want to get some more of Litecoin. I'm not sure if that was a good position to take in, investing in more Litecoin, and I'll get to that in a while. But I've always used Litecoin to trade, so it just seemed like a natural good idea. So Bitcoin and Ethereum is where I'm going to store some wealth and store some value in those coins, and kind of stayed away from a lot of the altcoins, like the really low altcoins. I did have some ideas about some low altcoins. I was a bit bullish on Qcoin and Binance Coin. I kind of just wanted to see if I could get into them. Didn't take a position out on them yet. Maybe I'll live to regret that, but at the moment, I think you can't just have that fear of missing out for everything. I said I would invest in Bitcoin, and I just said that's as far as I'll go. And then I got some Ethereum as well. And then when it went back down, I said I was happy enough with what I had in Bitcoin and Ethereum that I would invest in Litecoin just to use as a trading, um, for trading, basically, if I wanted to get into any other altcoins. And it's kind of climbed back up again now, and it's back to a more stable position. Will it stay at that? It seems for the moment that it will. It seems, I think the calm has happened a little bit anyway. We'll just kind of give it a week or two now to see if it goes down anymore. But it's good to see that there is some kind of floor there at the moment. It's not easy to take a battering like that, especially when you don't have as much as you hear on YouTube channels or on Reddit forums of how much people have invested. You don't have as much as them, but it's still your percentage in what you've put in is worth a lot to you, and it's hard to take, especially when you're new to crypto investing. But I knew it would be a better journey if I was a part of the crypto world, rather because I really wanted to create a blog and a vlog about the crypto world. So I was really enthusiastic about it, but I'm a part of it now, and I'm part of the future of it as well. I still do believe in the cryptocurrencies. I do like the cryptocurrency idea. Still a bit bearish and a bit worried about using trading platforms, using wallets, the fees associated with cryptocurrency, the use of getting your money back out of the crypto world if you want to. It's just because there's so much information in the crypto world, it's hard to know what's right and what's wrong anymore. Like we saw the issues with Tether. There was concerns whether Tether actually had the dollar amount to back themselves up. Tether token is connected to the US dollar, and they seem to be issuing a lot of coins recently, and there is a worry within the crypto world that Tether doesn't have the cash to back it up, the reserves to back it up, which is a considerable worry. I think more what would if Tether fell, it wouldn't actually hurt the market as much. Take a look at this. Like if you look at the total market cap, and then you look at how much is in Tether, it's only like, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't make that much of a difference, if I'm to be honest. But what I think would make a difference is the negative media, because like the media either wants you to buy or they're either really promoting cryptocurrencies, or they're really taking a battering to cryptocurrencies. Like the media is just like having a field day with the negative feedback of Bitcoin collapsing and at the moment, and the whole crypto world going down, and the media just loves it. But I did kind of save some articles there as well. So the crypto world, this is Coin Telegraph. Bitcoin back over 8K, top 100 coins back in the green. And so it's just kind of reiterating my point after hitting a multi-level low. Like, it's a bit confusing for me because you guys see $6,000. Sometimes I use it, I look at it in dollars, and then I'm looking at it in GDP because I'm in the UK. And sometimes it gets a bit confusing because I'm going through the two different currencies. A lot of the media I consume is in USD, and a lot of what I actually deal in is in GDP. So it can be a bit confusing because I'm seeing where you guys see it at an all-time low of $6,000, 904 or 94 pounds or dollars. I'm seeing it as 4,800 or something, GDP as the lowest it got down to, which did kind of frighten everyone as well. Seeing it get down below 5 grand in GDP kind of took me back a bit. I didn't think it would get that low. If I could be honest, I didn't see it get that low. But the more I read about it now, it becomes a little bit more clearer. 1 second now. I won't show you actually in these ones. There's actually a nicer chart here. There's a funny chart that I found there. There was a lot of people sharing this on Twitter. I couldn't actually find who actually tweeted it, but I did like it. 1 second. There was a graph there. You can see that this is the Wall Street cheat sheet, the psychology of this of a market cycle. The feelings and appearing of the market fluctuates. So you can see hope, discovery, optimism, belief, thrill. So this is like our Christmas period, euphoria, and then complacency. We just need to cool off, anxiety, and then this is where we are now. And you can see this kind of area, and I think we are around at this area right now. It's just like a funny sheet that I saw, and I have evidence to back this kind of period up as well. This was a tweet shared by Raddy as 1 second, I can't remember his name on Twitter. I'll leave it in a link in the description when I find it in a while. Raddy Hodled, and he put up this Bitcoin major corrections from September 10th to January 2018. So you can see that in previous years there has been a decline. So let's say if you look at 2017, Bitcoin high was 7,800, Bitcoin low. So when you saw it, there was a 43. This was probably one of the bigger ones there. So in 2018, we saw a 94% difference. So it went from 19 grand to 10,000. That was a 48% decline, but return to high is not up yet. So we're still waiting for it to overtake the 19,000. Will it do that? Who knows? It might take till next year. It might take. I think we might have a good run again in the holiday period. So maybe after the American tax year, maybe after, maybe just before summer. Maybe that might change the markets. Maybe again, it might go on a run again in September, where it's all started for me and my introduction to the crypto journey. I did notice as well, like look at this now, in between the 6th of the 8th, 2011 and the 11th of 17, 2011, it was highest was $32. And its lowest was $1.99. Yeah, it's 94% decline. That's insane. That's a big decline. and it took 631 days to reach a new high. So this is a really nice little graph to show you that this has happened before, and what we've experienced is nothing new. And another example of what I've seen as well, one second, I think John McAfee put up this tweet as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I might have to go into the coin market cap and take a look. But he's basically highlighted he's found a graph there where you see a common pattern of where we are right now. Early 2015, boom, you see the graph there. Early 2016, boom, another, and so on and so forth. So this is a common trait within the crypto world. It's hard to predict anything in the crypto world, but when you look at this, maybe we should have been expecting this. Maybe this was really obvious information, but like I said before, it's hard to know when you're new to the crypto world. You have to learn a lot of information really quickly, and maybe next time we'll kind of be ready for this and kind of see what we can do to shield ourselves from a crypto kind of collapse like this again. Maybe the next time we might find out some other ways. Maybe there'll be alternatives to Tether, just to kind of shield yourself from basically putting into your cash or your crypto cash into a digital asset that is similar to the properties of Tether. Maybe that's a kind of an idea, because a lot of people do that on some of the exchanges when they don't feel like trading, and they don't feel like being caught up with the opportunity of losing their what they've actually made with it. They usually use Tether to kind of just park it on the side while they regroup. But with all the news about Tether at the moment, you never know if that's a good idea. It's a good idea to lose the money on the exchanges. So it was just kind of good to kind of go through some of that anyway. I'm using Live Coin Watch a lot more to kind of